This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
You are now in tune into to the Dead Monkeys in Outer Space podcast with your host, Jay to the Mark. Listener discretion.
Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To the Dead Monkeys in Outer Space podcast. I'll be your host for this journey. This is J to the Mar, J the number 2, THAMAR. Follow or swallow on Twitter and Instagram. And you can check the show out on all social media platforms, also on blackjunction.tv. First and foremost, I want to give a rest in peace and condolences to the victims and the family affected in the mail bombings in Austin, Texas. Really sad. They're considering it a hate crime because all the victims were black. 17-year-old boy, his mom, was affected as well. The boy died. The mom has life-threatening injuries. And it was a 39-year-old man, I believe, as well, who got caught up and, later on died at the hospital from his injuries due to the mail bombing. Austin, Texas, obviously Texas. Yes, a lot of people are racist in Texas. And Austin, Texas is less than 10% of, black people that live there. So, again, racist faggots strike again. Unless, it could have been other black people who did it. I don't know, details. They haven't caught the person yet or people involved. So that's still up for speculation. There's people actually pushing this button for this race war, It's like the X button on a joystick or something. They're just pressing it. And, again, rest in peace, condolences to the families and the victims and friends, and fuck racists. But, yeah, man, it's been a crazy week, man, weekend. I had an actually boring weekend. I actually like boring sometimes. But, last week, I wanted to celebrate International Women's Day, since that was the big thing. Because, if you didn't know, it was International Women's Holiday where, women all over the world were, more or less saying, hey, men, fuck you. Now, I know that the holiday wasn't initially started for that, because it was, women go through a lot of shit since the beginning of time. I think women have been getting treated like shit since, forever, And, the holiday was for, good reason, good cause. And I'm supportive of it. But nowadays, every movement is more or less like a middle finger to men, That's all it is. It's just bitching about, men and just we want to be, equally, have the same things that you got or whatever. And so they launched another hashtag, hashtag not sorry. I'm like, what? No, I'm not sorry. Let me read this one tweet from this, was it Freeform on Twitter? This was a tweet. The epidemic of female apologizing ends now. Today we're bleeping out every single I'm sorry on our air and social platforms. Hashtag not sorry, hashtag International Women's Day. Freeform on Twitter. When has a woman ever apologized for shit initially? I've caught chicks. I've caught chicks lying. I've caught chicks stealing, and not once have they apologized. It's more or less you're supposed to feel sorry for them and coddle them and treat them as a fucking child instead of an adult. And you're supposed to give them a pass because they're women, so they don't initially apologize. I have arguments with women that still won't apologize years later. Women don't apologize like that. If there's some consequence, say if you break up with a bitch, then then she'll Seriously sorry. And yes, I said bitch. Because yes, women, bitches do exist in your species. Yes. And so does in the male species. There's bitches too. So let's stop acting like, let's stop pretending. Tired of that shit. Not sorry. Hashtag not sorry. Fuck out of here. And you know what the thing, you know what the really fucked up thing about this whole hashtag shit, this whole thing. All right, let's start with the Me Too. Now, the Me Too thing was actually started by a black woman, right? And before I get into all that, but when they say Me Too, like for instance, if I say, hey, I saw Black Panther twice, and a friend of mine said, hey, Me Too. Now, if you was to write that out, if he said Me Too, it's going to be METO, right? But they spell it METOO, Like, I don't get that. Like you said, that's use that variation of the word if you're saying if it's too hot, it's too cold, it's too much, It's like extra or whatever. So I guess, I don't know, they fucked up when they made the hashtag. But anyway, the woman who started it, the black woman who started it, initially started it because she was actually raped. You understand? And it's a very, noble movement, noble cause initially to start off with from, a person who actually went through stuff like that. Not these Hollywood sluts who fucking took advantage of the shit, who sucked dick for a movie role and then they want to say, oh yeah, me too. Oh, no, because your career isn't panning out. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about? You had a choice. A lot of women don't have choices. But, I don't want to get back into the Me Too thing, but it went from Me Too to Time's Up. And you know why it went from Me Too to Time's Up? I'm going to tell you exactly why. This is my opinion. I don't have no evidence of it. It's just me just making an observation. Now, the first time I heard Time's Up was by Oprah Winfrey. Now, they took the Me Too and they changed it to Time's Up. They took it. They jacked it from this woman because that was her movement. They were going to actually market it. T-shirts, hats, pins, and all that other shit. And she'd have been paid. This woman would have been the face of the movement, and she'd have benefited financially from it, and bring more awareness to a problem that's epidemic all over the world, as far as I'm concerned. And they are too. But they used another black woman to jack the other lady's shit. Oprah just took her shit. Time's up. Right? I was like, wait, hold on. And then you seen celebrities started donating millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars to Time's Up, movement. I'm like, wait, hold up. Why did that money not go to the lady that did the Me Too thing, or her movement? I was like, wow. Now it's not sorry. Hashtag not sorry. Now it's some other shit. I was like, what the fuck? I don't understand that. Did they are they going to use that for Terry Crews? I don't know if people are keeping up with the Terry Crews situation, but Terry Crews, he sued like some Hollywood, producer or some type of executive or whatever, because the guy grabbed his dick. White guy. Fucking homosexual. But guess what happened? Case dismissed. What? Wait, hold up. Why is the case dismissed? The case was dismissed because, they said the guy did not make skin contact when he allegedly grabbed his genitals. Wait, what? So you have to make skin contact now? Really? So if I just walk up to a chick and just grab her tits and she's wearing a fucking, a bubble goose, you gonna throw the case out? What if I say I'm not sorry? Y'all gonna throw the case out? No, you're not. I'm going to jail. You know that. Fuck out of here. But you see what they do, right? They protect because these gay guys get away with a whole bunch of shit. A whole bunch of shit, especially in Hollywood. But Terry Crews, he jumped through the fucking hoops, did everything he wanted, they wanted him to do, because he was this big, brolic, bouncer, gangster, mean-looking black guy, muscles and all this other shit, and they broke him down. Make him start doing little dances. He hosted like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He's wearing like Cosby sweaters, and he's fucking like all smiles and giggles and shit, and then they grabbed your dick in front of his wife. So they bitched him. And he didn't do nothing. You know why? Because as soon as he'd have fucking put his fist through that guy's face, he'd have went to jail for assault, right? But this guy could sexually assault him and nothing happened. Nothing happened. Where's Rose McGowan? Where's Alyssa Milano, right? Where they at? And then they said the case was barred by the statute of limitations. The shit just happened. It happened a couple of years ago. They said, oh, it's a misdemeanor, and a misdemeanor only gets a year. Wait, what? So see how they protecting, because, women and gays are protected with, they can do anything. Any fucking thing. And I'm not saying that to be like malicious against people. It's just like, you see it. And he's a black man, so boom. You wasn't going, you was going to get away with that. They was going to get away with that. I was like, wow, that's pretty fucked up. But you know what? Terry Crews took certain roles, man. That I personally, I was like, why is he doing that? Why are they making him do that? Why they? Because they're trying to emasculate motherfuckers. Especially black men. Because they already automatically think of us as aggressive, and all of us come from the streets, and we all are gangster and all types of shit. You know what I mean? So they try to, emasculate you. Deflower you, so to speak. Oh, he's harmless. He's a punk. He's a bitch. So watch what happens to Terry Crews now. I mean, I don't know how many opportunities he's going to get, but I don't know. But I didn't see, I didn't see much pushback from the, the LGB whatever. They not going to say nothing, because that's one of theirs that's doing that. Because they try to pretend to say, oh, we're innocent, all you guys are just, fuck with us all the time. No, most of the people don't give a fuck what y'all do. They don't give a shit unless you fuck with them. This guy fucked with him. I didn't see nobody from the LGBT community, stand up, like a prominent figure stand up and say, you know what, that was fucking wrong, and we should get rid of that guy who fucking sexually assaulted Terry Crews. They didn't say that. They didn't do that. Why? Because they don't give a shit about him. Again, fucking children and fucking black men, nobody gives a fuck about. Nobody. It's ridiculous. I was like, wow, this is pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. Shit, I'm surprised that the fucking LGB, I don't even know the fuck. They got so many fucking letters in this shit. They didn't go after the NFL yet. Because they recently had the Columbine. I don't know, for those of you who don't know, the Columbine is pretty much like this slave auction, how high you could jump, how fast you could run, how many fucking push-ups you could do, the Wonderlick test, because they want to see what the goods they're going to get. Because your fucking footage from, 2000, I don't know, 15, 16, 17, that shit doesn't matter. We want to see, how many fucking squats you could do. How many pounds you could bench press and how many times you could do it. Stupid shit. But anyway, they had a running back from LSU, Darius Geis, I think, Geis, whatever, and a GM. I'm assuming it was a GM, because that's the guy who usually makes the decisions and does all the evaluations. Asked the guy his sexual preference. They asked him pretty much, does he like men and shit like that. I'm just like, what the fuck does that have to do with him playing football? If this motherfucker could score fucking 3 touchdowns and in the game or whatever, I don't give a shit what the fuck he does after the fact. As long as he's not hurting nobody or himself. Who gives a shit? But the LGBT is not attacking them. Why? Because they know who to go after and who not to. NFL is fucking powerful. They don't want to fuck with them. You're crazy. They're not going to fuck with them. NFL they let Michael Sam in there. And the only reason why they let Michael Sam in there for the most part was because he was gay. He wasn't he wasn't a horrible player. He was decent, but he wasn't like, when you get to the NFL, it's a different level. You got to step your game up. He wasn't able to transition, make that transition. So he's, whatever, not in the NFL no more. But I remember when he got drafted, they had to, I think it was like the third round or so, or not even the third round, maybe like the 6th or 7th round or whatever. And then him and his boyfriend or whatever, they started making out on TV and putting cake in each other's mouth. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. You give a fuck what anybody said. That shit was disgusting. Even if a man and woman make out excessively, it's like, all right, chill. Like, what the fuck? Have some class. And they didn't. And I was like, y'all just wanted to show that. And so the LGBT community was fucking happy about that shit. Oh, we're happy. But I don't see nobody going after the NFL for, asking questions like that. That was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a player and you asked me some shit like that, it means you're going to have some words. I'm not fucking definitely working out for that team or trying to get with that team. Fuck you. I remember with Jeff Ireland, the former Miami Dolphins GM. I used to be a Miami Dolphins fan when I was fucking watching football daily. I fucking hate that team. They're like the Browns of, I don't know. They're just horrible. The worst. I think they're the worst franchise in the league, if you ask me. But Jeff Ireland, I remember he asked Des Bryant when Des Bryant was coming out of Oklahoma or some shit. They asked him, was his mother a fucking prostitute? And I'm just like, wow. Now, granted, I I think his mother probably, I think she sold drugs, or maybe, say if she was a prostitute. What did, was she selling pussy on the football field? No. Or the players? No. What does that have to do with anything? But, I don't know. I just don't get certain shit like that. Like, I think that's out of bounds. Pun intended. That's fucking out of bounds. If I was Des Bryant, you probably would never heard of me, because I'd have probably punched Jeff Ireland right in his fucking redhead face. I'd have probably punched him right in his face. But again, certain groups don't go after certain organizations. Wonder why. And getting back to this International Women's Day. On that day, in India, a 9-year-old girl was raped. She went out with her family to, I guess, some type of, I guess their version of Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. Something like that. And one of the workers actually pulled her to some room or whatever and raped a 9-year-old girl. Her life is forever changed. Her life is forever changed. I think rape is almost pretty much worse than murder, because you have to live with that shit for the rest of your life. Murder is over with. So I'm like, where's Rose McGowan when shit like that happens? When she's not selling her book and fucking yelling at transsexuals. And I'm not picking on Rose McGowan specifically or Alyssa Milano, but they have so much to say when it comes to like Harvey Weinstein. When they purposely fucked people for roles, these people are getting taken advantage of. Only thing you were speaking up for was, just to ride that wave, that trend. Everything's trendy now. It's fucking annoying. Everything is a trend now. And right now, this I am woman, hear me roar trend is going on right now. But how come they're not flying their private jets over to India. India has a serious rape problem over there. A serious rape problem. I think annually, over 40,000 women get raped per year in India. So the number has to be higher than that because it's probably people that's scared to even fucking come forward. And over 7,000 of that 40,000 are minors. And that number has to be higher for fear of retaliation. Shit, if you're a woman, I do this. Book a trip to India or just look it up. I don't know. I haven't done it, but there's a travel advisory. If you go to India as a female, they warn you ahead of time. Look, we advise you to always be cautious. If you're a female, even if you're in a group of females, beware, be cautious of your surroundings, yada, 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 yada. Beware. They tell you to watch the fuck out soon as you get there. Before you get there, because they have a serious rape crisis over there. They actually have some public figure, some type of, senator or councilman, whatever they have over there, right? The guy advocated rape. He was saying that women should get raped. On national TV, he said that. I believe he eventually got arrested because, with everything, you see it on the internet now. You know what I'm saying? So if that didn't get over to like the Western world, which is us, and people are outraged about that shit, he probably wouldn't have got arrested because they're used to that shit over there. There was a story where I think there was a group of female students going on their way to school, maybe like half of a dozen. And like 20-something men stopped the bus in the middle of the street, fucking grabbed the women out of the bus and raped them. Broad daylight, middle of the street. That's a horror film. That's horrible. But yeah, we got bitches over here saying hashtag I'm sorry, not sorry or whatever. Really? Again, are they uplifting or empowering women? No. They're just sticking the middle finger up to men. That's all they're doing. It defeats the purpose. I could go on and on about the horror stories in India. There was a mentally handicapped woman, I think, that was raped with a metal rod. And I think she had like damn near like life-threatening injuries. There was another woman who was raped with a metal rod. But she died. They killed her. After they used the rod and they raped her and all this other shit. But everybody want to talk about Bollywood, right? Fucking hate Bollywood anyway. But just like, where's the outrage for that shit? So you want to celebrate International Women's Holidays, right? So that means women from around the world. Why y'all turn a blind eye when it comes to, women in India? I don't know. Like I said, it's just a big FU to whatever. Shit. I was watching Jessica Jones season 2 on Netflix, and man, oh man. Oh, excuse me, I can't even say man, oh man. That shit was horrible. Fucking horrible. The whole underlying theme of the whole fucking season was men, hey, fuck you. I'm just like, God damn. It's like, I understand, like, she's a female and I get it. Jessica Jones is a fucking, a pain in the ass. She has a shitty attitude. Yeah, I get it. Season 1 I thought was dope. I thought it was really dope. Well done. Story and all that shit was dope. Villain was dope and everything. Season 2? Season 2 opens up with the gay lawyer, which is Trinity, Carrie-Ann Moss from The Matrix. She's a lesbian lawyer. And she gives a speech about, because I'm a woman and women, it's about time women did this and women did that. And I get it. It's a woman's, character, Jessica Jones. That's actually made by, a man who does some of the writing on the show. But I guess he feels that he has to, again, jump on this trend that is happening right now. Shit, when I was watching it, I was like, wait, hold up. Why they keep saying, like, certain shit? It's like there's this feminist type of, twist to everything. Everything. I even wrote some of this shit down. Like, at one part, they refer to God as a female. One character says to another, the neediness of the male ego. One guy gave the woman, shit or whatever, and she said, "Oh, I guess you didn't activate your scrotum sense. Your manhood took a hit." And then they kind of play on the Harvey Weinstein and like Roman Polanski type of situation. And I'm just like, wow, like what the fuck? And just a little fun fact. I actually auditioned for the Jessica Jones season 2. I was supposed to be a cab driver. I was looking for a black male cab driver. And I was like, I could do that, whatever. But then you know how these agencies are. You have to pay like hundreds to like damn near like thousands of dollars for a maybe. Fuck that. Fuck you. But anyway, the scene that I was actually, I'm assuming I was going to be in, is with his cab driver. He's driving a cab and he's texting while Jessica Jones and her mother are in the back seat. So the mother said, hey, you can't be, texting or whatever. And then he was just like, chill out, lady. He's like, chill. And she was like, chill out, lady. And then he was like, don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get your panties in a bunch. We're women. We wear underwear. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like, enough with this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, like, for instance, like if Luke Cage, everything was black, this, black, this, black, this, black, 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 black. Right? You'd be like, all right, we get it. I understand he wears the fucking hoodie forever and it's supposed to be like a Trayvon reference. I get that. But every episode is in Luke Cage reassuring the audience that he's black. That's not about that. It's a comic book character. It's about kicking ass and doing whatever, Luke Cage type shit. And I was like, yo, god damn, why they keep referencing the female shit? I'm a woman. But they could call every guy in the show, every guy is a dick. That was a dick move. You're a dick. He's a dick. Dick. Over a dozen times, I'm pretty sure, if my count is right. And I'm just like, god damn. But anyway, the show turned into like a soap opera at this point. It's not even about a comic book character or an interesting story to tell. Like I said, Jessica Jones' mother's in there. She's like fucking 70, but she has superpowers too and shit. I don't give a fuck if I'm spoiling the show. Trust me, it's not even worth watching. There's some episodes where nothing fucking happens except for, breaking door handles and fucking running. I don't know. It's stupid. And just like fucking, drinking. And I don't know, if you don't know who Jessica Jones is, she's pretty much a superhero who got, taken over by, another villain took her mind over and made her like a whore, more or less. And she eventually broke out of the shit, killed him or whatever. But, she's like this suppressed superhero and she becomes like a private investigator or whatever. But Jessica Jones is pretty much a whore. A whore. But now she's supposed to be like this, I don't know. For women's rights or whatever. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, not necessarily her, but the theme of the show is just like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, it just is spoiled the whole shit for me. I'm just like, really? Like, y'all gonna keep up with this feminist fucking angle? I don't give a shit about that. And I don't think most people who watch the show don't give a shit about that. Yeah, she's a female. I get it. Yeah, she's kicking ass. Yeah, do they need more female superheroes to kick ass? Yeah, they probably do. But if you keep saying, hey, men, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, guess what? I'm not watching season 3. I'm not. And it's not because of just that, because it became a soap opera. For some reason, I'm watching like All My Children now. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm not watching that shit. I don't watch soap operas. Soap operas are for fucking females. You know why? Because they play towards that audience. Right? Man, I was highly disappointed in that shit. I was like, man, I am not going to watch season 3. I don't give a fuck who you put on there. This shit is just so fucking a turn off, man. And that's how I spend like a good part of my weekend watching that shit. I was like, God damn, so disappointed. Shit, speaking about the weekend, did you see fucking Jules Santana was on the run for fucking he went to Newark Airport and they found a gun in his bag, and I guess he like jumped in a cab and fucking, booked it. But then he turned himself in. But it was like a two-shot 38 caliber. He could have hit that shit like behind his ear and they wouldn't have found that shit. You know what I mean? I don't know. Essentially, he got fucking caught with a slingshot. I was like, what the fuck, man? And then run. I'd have been like, oh shit, I didn't know I packed that in there. I was supposed to pack it in my separate bag, blah, blah, blah. But it was probably, unregistered and fucking all types of shit. I don't know. Even if do you even have to register that? I don't know. And then Odell Beckham got caught with a fucking a pizza in his bed and some fucking Instagram fucking whore. And apparently the Instagram whore was fucking cutting up fucking cocaine with a credit card. And I think they say he had a blunt in his hand. It could have been regular cigarello. It could have been a black and I don't know. But it looked like, he was smoking weed. And my thing is like, what I'm tired of? And I honestly hate speaking on like celebrities and shit like that in their personal life or whatever. I'm just telling you what I did this weekend, what I saw that was interesting. I don't get how celebrities get caught up like that. You ever see like celebrities, like they'll fuck some girl that they met on fucking Instagram and they'll have them sleep over. And then a bitch will fucking record them while they're sleeping and fucking like, oh, I'm exposing them. We live in a society where everybody wants to expose everybody. I don't get it. Because everybody wants to be some type of celebrity or famous somehow. Look at all the fucking women on Instagram. All of them. All of them. Not every single one of them. I'm going to put it this way. Let's say 90% of them have a picture with their ass to the camera. All of them. And for some reason, I don't see how these celebrities, look at Kim Kardashian. I like Kim Kardashian, by the way. I love Kim Kardashian. But again, she's a fucking whore that nobody knew her until she started fucking celebrities. That's it. And she got famous off of just fucking somebody else that's famous. And I was like, wow. And all these girls know that. What's that girl named? China Black? Did you see her recently? She's like she's making her ass bigger. But it looks so deformed. It looks disgusting at this point. I probably still hit, but I mean, my dick is not the best of judgment when it comes to fucking, certain women. But I mean, it's just like, what are we doing? I don't know. Everybody's always commenting on celebrities because everybody wants to be a celebrity. That's what social media is. Everybody wants to be like semi-famous. Hey, look at my life. I'm doing great. Let me show off my body. Let me show you my weekend. Let me show you my kids. Let me show you my puppy. Let me show you what I ate for dinner. Nobody gives a fuck. That's why I don't take this shit serious. I make fun of this shit. Or I maybe post something, a news story or something informational, but nobody gives a fuck about that. I guarantee I could post a chick with her ass out on Instagram, and I'll get the most likes I've fucking ever gotten in my whole entire social media fucking existence. Guarantee you. Why? Why is that? Is that what people really care about? For instance, I begin the show with telling you about the mail bombings, the fucking hate crimes, right? You know what the number one trending topic in the country was? Well, it was National whatever day today is. It was that, and it was like, oh, well, Jay-Z and Beyonce are doing a fucking, they announced they're doing a tour together. Who gives a fuck? This dude is like 50, 60 years old. Still rapping. Nobody, do you see what's happening? Life or death is happening, and you give a fuck about what this dude, that's the number one discussed thing in the country? Wow. That's pretty sad. That's really fucking sad. I can't almost stomach fucking social media at this point. It's fucking like everybody either complaining or I'm complaining about people complaining, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just like stupid shit. Like everybody wants to be in the public eye, or they talking about celebrity. They either want to be a celebrity or they're talking about celebrities. Either or. Like me, I've been doing like radio type shits for the longest. I did radio since I was in school. Before fucking social media or pretty much the fucking internet, to be honest with you. Internet wasn't as big like it is now when I was in school. I did it because I liked doing it. I really loved doing it. If I can provide while doing it, hey, sky's the limit. I'm good. But it's just like, like people are just like, they're like preying on other people's downfall. Like they want people to fall and suffer and whatever. So they have something to talk about. Oh, look, I posted it first. No, look, me first. I said it first. So? You want a fucking a medal? Trophy? They're gonna probably give out trophies for that shit, That's why all this fake news shit come out. But then everybody says, oh, everything is fake news. Like, no, it's not. Everything is not fake news. People are just so quick to post the first thing, everybody think it's real. I actually had a friend that he was posting some shit, and I was just like, look, man, that's fake, right? But I didn't expose him to everybody. I talked to him privately, like, that's not a real story. He's like, yeah, I just wanted to see people's reaction. I'm like, what? It's like we live in this big giant cesspool. I don't know. This fucking shit drives me crazy. Shit, the NFL free agency is coming up. More craziness. And the reason why I bring it up because of the Odell situation has had me thinking about it. But I seen that Richard Sherman from the Seattle Seahawks, former Seattle Seahawk, actually signed a deal with the 49ers. And the way he went about it was kind of unique, to say the least. He was his own agent. He negotiated his own deal. And it's pretty much incentive based. It's pretty much, hey, if I get, 10 interceptions, I get, $10 more million. It's like shit like that. And I'm just like, And the reason why he signed with the 49ers is because the 49ers, are a division rival of his former team. So he did that deal with emotion. So it was an emotional deal. Meaning, it's not logical. You weren't thinking. You was feeling. And you fucked yourself for the next 3 years. Say if he gets hurt next year, which I hope he doesn't. I actually hope he does really, really good next year. But I'm just like, wow, you just fucked yourself. Because you were mad that your former team wasn't, And I like Richard Sherman. He's a really smart dude. He's really sharp. He's really sharp. But I'm just like, yo, like, don't do that based on emotion. Why would you do that? You think these fucking fans and organizations give a fuck about you? The city gives a fuck about you? They give a fuck about you if you're winning and you're healthy. Other than that, they don't give a fuck. If I was an athlete, I would be straight up. I'm like, yeah, this is for the money. I could give a fuck about the city of Minnesota. Y'all can suck my dick. I just want to fucking play, make money. If I win a Super Bowl, better, even better. Of course, I want to win because that prolongs your legacy. So you can make money after the fact, like Jordan does. You get brands and fucking everybody paying X amount of money for your autograph and shit like that. Other than that, it's about the money. Nobody gives a fuck about the city they play in. Like how rappers do. Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm from wherever. I'm from Miami. Really? You think the city of fucking Miami or Brooklyn or fucking Compton gives a fuck about you? No, they don't. I remember MC8 said it. He said something about Compton. They asked him, he's like, do you give back to the city of Compton? He said, what has the city of Compton done for me? I said, you know what? He's right. He kind of made money off the city of Compton, because Compton was like the place to be at that period of time in terms of rap. But he's right. What the fuck have they done for him? Nothing. I don't know. I guess I'm not in the greatest of mindsets right now, the moods or whatever. I just look at shit differently, whatever. Oh, man. And if you're wondering, by the way, today is National Earmuff Day. Yeah. We're just getting fucking dumber and dumber. Dumber and fucking dumber. Actually, you know what else today is too? National Donald Duck Day. Yeah. Don't believe me. Let's look it up. Check it out. And then tomorrow they're going to have the National Walkout Day for the Parkland shooting. The school in Florida, 17 kids. National Walkout Day. And you know what else that day is too? It's National Steak and Blowjob Day. Again, don't take my word for it. Check it out for yourself. Ridiculous. There's going to be a holiday for every goddamn day. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here, man. It's been moody type of episode. People just like getting dumber and angrier and more racist and more trendy and more Instagrammy, and I don't know. They're just I don't know. We're getting away from just like, I don't know, life, like just good living. I don't know. It's just stupid. People are acting really fucking crazy right now. And the fucking cocksucker in office doesn't fucking help much. Every other week he got something to say. Called Maxine Ward. He says she has a low IQ. Low IQ individual. That's what we call Maxine Waters. Who's a black woman, if you didn't know. But it goes with that. It's like that, you know, that racist dog whistle. Like, yeah, blacks are, you know, stupid. That's pretty much what he said. She's stupid because she's black. Anyway, I'm out of here. See you next Tuesday, which will be National, I don't know. See you next Tuesday day. I don't fucking know. All right? Peace.